everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm coming at you guys today with a little review, demo, swatches, the usual on the new Glossier cloud paints. If you guys follow me on Instagram or you watch the red carpets and you care about what the ladies were wearing, that's how they did debut them. But I did also show you guys a little swatch and sneak peek on my Instagram. But today I'm going to be swatching them all on my cheeks for you so you guys can actually see how they are in relation to my skin tone. But I honestly think I can get away with all of these. I love all of these. So let's just get straight into the colors. Not only am I going to swatch them on my cheeks, but I'm also going to swatch them on my arm just so you could see them plain sight. If you'd like me to include a photo of them all swatched on my arm down below, let me know. I could do that for you as well. Or if you need a recommendation, drop me a comment down below. So there's a little bit about these. Let's talk about the packaging first and foremost. Obviously cloud paint. Where did we get this name from? Well, the packaging looks exactly like a little paint tube, which I appreciate more than I think Glossier even understands. If you saw my Instagram picture, I used a little palette to show it to you guys. Super cute, but not only that, it's compact, and they do contain a whopping 10 milliliters of product. That is a ton. I'm never gonna use an entire thing, probably, because we all know how much blush I have. But anyways, it's a lot of product, so it's for your go-to blush. It'll last you a long time. They just squeeze out. You don't have to use too much product. You have complete control over it as well. I will say when you first squeeze it, a lot does come out at first just because they're full, but as you use it a handful of times, you won't have to worry about that anymore. I'd like to apply them to the back of my hand, then work it in before I apply it to the cheeks. But my favorite part about the packaging is that it has the color name on there, which is great, but it does also have this little sample of color here so you know what shade you're looking for in a messy drawer, because we already know I deal with that. I'm sure a lot of you guys do too. So the colors were actually inspired by New York sunsets, which I think that's amazing inspiration. There's a shade for absolutely everyone, despite there only being 4 shades in the line thus far. But I will go ahead and share with you guys how these look on me, as well as a couple of my favorites and how I like to apply them. So the first one is in the shade Beam, and don't be afraid of these colors. The packaging is ever so slightly lighter than I think they actually come out on the cheeks, but it is a great general rule of thumb. Beam is this amazing peachy tangerine shade, definitely pastel, but I really do like these pastel tones, especially for spring and summer, because they completely uplift the face. They're super brightening, and I love the tone of this one. This one makes me think of like Korean beauty, that very like orange, like freshly flushed sort of look, though I think that's more geared towards a fair skin tone. I think someone up to a medium can get away with that. And you'll see when I'm applying it, it's just dab, 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 dab. Like to use my ring finger because it doesn't really pull, but you'll see I'm interchanging fingers throughout the application just because I applied every single shade to my cheeks. For wear time for these, the wear time is amazing because they do leave that little bit of a stain behind, but they are never going to be super hard to remove, so that's something to be mindful of as well. So I put this on yesterday at 12. I got home at like 10 o'clock. The cheeks were still there. Blush is the first thing to go on me, by the way, so that is a real, true testament. Moving on, the shade Puff. Definitely when I was scared for, I was like, oh, is that gonna look good on me? I'm not quite sure, but though it's not my favorite, I definitely think I can pull it off. I think it's super sweet and cute. It is just this baby doll pink. But why I can get away with this shade, these tones normally immediately wash me out. My skin pulls very yellow. I have dark hair features. It is not milky. It has good pigment to it. So all of these are beautifully pigmented. Like I said, I like to work it on the back of my hand so I could just get a little bit, or you could sheer it out if need be. That is just the most beautiful pastel baby pink. Next up is the shade I'm wearing on my cheeks right now, but I am still gonna show you guys an up close shot. This is the shade Dusk, and I think this one is a lot of people's favorites. Any single skin tone basically can get away with this one, I think, but on a medium, it just looks gorgeous. On me, it is just this gorgeous mocha, peachy, bronzy sort of shade. So this has a lot more brown to it than, say, Beam or something like that. But because of that, I think it leaves this, oh, I've just been out in the sun sort of look to the cheeks. Again, if you're a medium, I think it'll just look like, oh, this is like my skin but better, like just right where you need it to give that little flush of color. It's beautiful. I could see myself wearing this on an everyday basis. I think it would look beautiful on a very minimal makeup day because it has a nice warmth to it. So though I don't think you could use it like a bronzer, it's too brown and too peach, maybe unless you're super, super fair. It'll just act like an all-in-one. Blush, highlight, bronzer, all in one. Then finally we have the shade Haze. Haze is definitely the deepest and leaves the most stain just because it's much deeper in pigment. And it is just this beautiful sort of purpley pink shade. Reminds me of like Kjaer Weis Lovely, but more purple. This on a deep complexion is beautiful. If you guys want to check this product out, I will have my link page down below. Glossier is great at showing this on a number of skin tones. So if you're not really getting a good feel for the product on my skin tone, check out the Glossier website. If you didn't know, I am a Glossier rep, so you could shop through my page. I make a tiny little commission. I really appreciate it if you do shop through that because it allows me to purchase more Glossier products to review for you guys, or just more beauty products in general, equipment to bring you guys better content. The percentage is small, no big deal. But pricing. 18 bucks, not too bad at all. Like I said, 10 milliliters worth of product, absolutely fabulous. I love all of them. There is complete continuity within formulation as well. None of them are streaky. The whole premise of them is that you could apply them with the fingers. If you can finger paint, you could clown paint. Let's not do that. You could cloud paint, and I 100% agree. You'll see in real time I'm applying these blushes. It takes 10 seconds flat. Really good addition for those of you who like quick beauty or those of you who like something fresh. I think especially as we're getting into the spring and summer months, a cream blush is in order. So if you would like to, do shop through my link. I will have that linked down below, as well as all of my Glossier picks are on my page as well. These retail for $18 like I mentioned, but if you do use the code 2, the number 2 blush, I'll have that link down below as well. You could get 2 of these blushes for $30 rather than 18 a piece. So you could save yourself a couple of bucks. And if it's your first Glossier purchase, you will save 20% off. And if it's not, if you spend 30 bucks, you get free shipping all the time. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. Thank you so much for all the love and support as always. If you want to keep up with me, I am over on Instagram at greenbunnyvideo, or you could find me here always at least once a week to subscribe. But share this video with anyone who's curious about some Glossier cloud paints. Let me know if you found this helpful. I'm like, am I saying clown? That's why my face is just like dun dun dun. But seriously, thank you guys so much for watching. I will catch you in the next video. Bye.